Well, hello there everyone, and welcome to the Canada Lake Park, and also welcome to the first ever YouTube video on the Why Centralized Building channel. In this episode, we are going to build an entrance plaza for our guests to come, and also the first exhibit with our dinosaurs for them to see. As you can see, this channel is going to be creative content, just like speed builds for Jurassic World Evolution 2, just like you are watching it right now. And also, I would like to add some content from Planet Zoo and Prehistoric Kingdom in the future, just like park or zoo tours, and probably one day tips and tricks. The goals for the channel are to share my work with the amazing community of those games, and also practice my skills in those titles, and also to practice my English, because as you can probably hear and see the language inside the game, I'm not originated from England, I'm actually Polish, and I hope you don't mind my very harsh accent and you can understand everything I just saying to you. This is my first ever YouTube video. It took so long to make it done, tight everything up, make some music, etc. So it took me the entire day. It used of my whole energy. I just needed some sleep, and now it is the next day, 9 a.m. 50 minutes in the morning, and I'm recording this voiceover. And also talking about the voiceover, I'm so sorry firstly for the accent, just like I said, and I'm sorry if sometime I pause in very strange things, because I'm talking the first time to the microphone, commenting my video, and also I'm speaking in foreign language. Speaking of languages, you can probably see the first problem in this part, that everything on the screen is in Polish. Before recording that, I forgot to change the language to English, but after I saw that in the recordings that the language is Polish, I just went to Steam immediately and changed it. So there will be part that there would be English. There is also a problem, speaking of that, with this video, that part of it, you are watching it right now, the Polish part, let's say, it was recorded in July, and the English part was recorded in August, so there is a very long period of time, and I can't really remember as good as then what I was thinking about while building those things, but I think there won't be any trouble. Okay, at this point, I would like to add that the layout for the idea for the layout comes from Ceasar Creates the Desert Sandbox Park. It is an amazing park in Jurassic World Evolution 2, made by a professional builder, professional YouTuber. So if you would like to see even more creative videos, especially from Planet Zoo, but he also played, just like I said, Jurassic World Evolution 2 and Prehistoric Kingdom, you should definitively go check him out. He's far more talented than me, and he has a lot of experience, and watching him is very good time. I promise. I really promise you. You should check him out. But going back to the build, now I'm laying down the barrier to prevent our guests from falling down to this ice cold lake. There is no ice, but I think that it's very cold out here. Using these concrete barriers and also the planters to make some variety, and placing some trees to just end it up, and the same will be on the other side. And okay, the idea for this, just like I'm building, we are on the Canada map, as you can see. This Canada map you know from the challenge mode, and you should know that it is sectioned. There are 3 sections connected by these very tight corridors, and I would like to make this proper. The sections, probably the main section in the middle will be some land animals, dinosaurs. A section on the right should be pterosaurs, and on the left should be aquatics, but it could be changed because I am now improvising and just talking. There is also a long time period, just like I said, and we get to get over that. Now I'm laying some a light to make everything light up, look nice and beautiful, especially in the night. And soon I think I will going to be decorating everything. Also laying down this biosyn fountain. There is also a problem with it, which I didn't see at the first time, probably because I just measured it to the concrete barrier, not the entrance. It is off-centered, and I have seen that after I just finished everything. I just move with my camera and see, oh, that's off-center, that's bad. I'd like to change it, but I see that the entire buyer was aligned to it. It I wasn't very happy. Now I'm laying down those barriers to hide the back of the build of those buildings, using this beautiful wall from the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary update, which was actually one of my most favorite ones because, in my opinion, the game that it is already finished. We are going to make it probably in Jurassic World 3, I hope. But still, this game doesn't need more species, I think. It needs more decorations, it needs more buildings, and especially attractions, because that's the thing we are mostly lacking. And now, yeah, what do we have? We have tours, we have viewing galleries, and we have zipline that have been added in the first anniversary of the game. That was very, very welcome, and all of the players were happy about that, making some even more creative content with it. But we need more. We need something like, I don't know, the boat tour. The boat tour would be very incredible. Okay, but going back again to the build, because I should say now I'm improvising with this voiceover, so I could be a little bit chaotic. I'm so sorry for that, and it could be, I hope that don't make us any troubles. Now I'm laying down this rarely used actually as planter to make the plaza look even better, just to split it up, add some greenery because I love flowers. The flowers on the plaza are also really good, and I'm also adding those flags for the advertisement and the information about the park, when you should go, where are some things, where are the stars of the show, etc. And later then I will be decorating the entrances for the buildings. I'm not leaving it blank, those blank space. I will be adding also some planters, some sitting opportunities, benches, and also the bins. Oh, I think, yeah, now I'm going to decorate the cinema, laying down this beautiful fountain, adding some trees. No, okay, at this point I checked if it is centered. It was. I was pretty happy about that, and now just preparing the buildings. The funny thing in this game that if you don't do this at the first time, the customize the buildings, you are not having any energy to do that later, because you will be so bored that the very main task, it's the least exciting thing to do in this game. It's mind-blowing. It was a very big step ahead from Jurassic World Evolution 1, when we had those buildings that were just ready pre-made, and one were bigger, one were smaller, everything was the same but also different. Every building had this module ready, pre-made by Frontier, and you could also use that one. And now we have that module that we can customize, which is a far step ahead from Jurassic World Evolution 1. Speaking of which, I should add that I was loving dinosaurs since I was very little child. I'm loving them. I love paleontology, also mammals and other extinct mammals and other animals, just like Dimetrodon, are my childhood. I was watching the entire Walking with Dinosaurs, Walking with Bees, watching everything compared to Jurassic Park, which till this day is my favorite movie ever. And one day I saw on the Steam, it was, I think, the 2020, very unhappy year for every one of us. I saw on Steam Jurassic World Evolution, and I decided to try, give it a chance, and it was just perfect for me. I was just so happy with this game. I had a lot of fun. Now I have about over 600 hours in it. But after all of that time, I just felt bored. I would like to make something different, and even mods didn't give me the thing that I really wanted to. And then that one beautiful day, Frontier announced Jurassic World Evolution 2. I just jumped on my chair. I was so happy that the thing is happening. And later then, if I dis if I discovered the entire community discovered that the game is coming very soon on November 9th, I was just in heaven because I was waiting for so long for the sequel, and I wasn't even believing that it was happening. And now Jurassic World Evolution 2 is done, and they confirmed that the Jurassic World Evolution 3 is coming. So that's also the very good thing. And also I hope that they are going to add more attractions and the dinosaur roster is going to come back. And now I'm just thinking, I try to actually remember what I was doing right now because as you can see, just like I said, I am chaotic and I'm just going from point A to point B, making something, some adjustments, make everything look nice and clean and also practical because I like things that are beautiful, but I also appreciate things that are also usable. I don't like things that look nice and they are just they make no use. Now I'm also laying down some path for the park for the future to expand and also looking for the place for the first exhibit and finally found at the middle of this corner we're going to add a path that will be the main viewing opportunity for our guests to see the dinosaur, which is the Segisaurus. The Segisaurus was added in the last DLC for now, for Jurassic World Evolution 2, the Park Manager's Collection Pack, which add so many good species. Everyone was even surprised because the Frontier decided to add Thanatos Dracan, and everyone think, yeah, they are going to now announce that the Hexagopteryx and other famous creatures, famous flying reptiles, but they added Thanatos Dracan. Entire community was just, I don't know, it was a very big surprise for everyone. A very small amount of people knew about this creature, and yeah, it will quickly become one of the favorites for the pack because of its stunning look, beautiful skins, and the animations. Okay, so I already made the enclosure. Now I'm going to lay down the barriers. I was thinking about those Malta barriers, but no, I would like to burn my PC. I will be using these concrete barriers. And okay, the habitat is going to be built. The first dinosaur, the Jurassic theropod, little theropod, gave me a lot of trouble for his exhibit because in this game we got this huge fencing, these little barriers, and this grass texture which come with the literal grass, and you can through that you cannot see the animals just like the Segisaurus or the Compsognathus or the Morus intrepidus. You need a miracle or just a patch of sand of dirt to actually see them. Now I'm laying, you could see me destroying the barrier from planters. I'm using both those planters that I just deleted and also the concrete barriers and using those trees to line it up correctly because I think that's too repetitive. I would like to change it just like over here. I just added those two beautiful planters, added more concrete barrier and then again some planters. Okay, that's lining up actually really good. At this point, I should say that there's also a very interesting thing about this habitat. You can see me laying down this concrete barrier. In the future, further in the video, it would be also changed further. But I also added the tent-like piece from the DFW pieces, just like probably it's going to be over here. Yeah, and this is we are pretending over here that this is the shelter, and also that the viewing gallery in front of the lake is going to be an education point where the guests could just go at certain hours and listen about the Segisaurus, learn about them. Because there is a lot of to learn, just like I said, there are little theropods in this game. They have been added in Park Manager's collection pack, and actually, they were, I think, the last Jurassic Park that movie dinosaur that wasn't added till now, and now we have the entire roster from the park added. The Segisaurus could be seen in the Jurassic Park official map, the tourist map, and everyone was just thinking where it was, especially when they found the audio files for the Segisaurus in the game files, and they just wondering where it was because there is a most wanted species. Okay, but now I'm laying down some trees, making the entire enclosure look nice and beautiful. And soon it will be completed. Soon it will be completed, and now I'm going to add the hatchery. And I'm so sorry for this cut in particular, because I had to make a trip to the species viewer, and I decided to make this Segisaurus skin inspired by the fire salamander, a very interesting amphibian from Europe, which is beautiful, one of my favorites ever, and I just like the skins. I fell in love with the skins, and that's what we are working with. Now I'm just transporting him, seeing if he is happy, adoring the skin, and just thinking about how I hate this grass because it's blocking the entire view of that beautiful dinosaur. And also thinking that, yeah, the planter doesn't work in the game like a barrier. The dinosaurs are not able to cross it, fortunately, but still, they have their territory. They have the territory over it, and that's, at this point I see that it's off-centered. Yeah, yeah, in the future I will be more mindful about that when I get more experience, especially the voiceover. This is my one of the, I don't know, the 10th try actually. It's not very easy to make such a voiceover and talk about what you are doing, what you are planning, and not make it boring for the viewer. Now I'm just adoring the Segisaurus. And there is a cat, and now we have finally English, we have finally August, and now I'm going to destroy this bare part of the forest because it was looking not very pretty. I wasn't happy with that at all, and I wanted to add, I also decided to make that very new trick I just learned lately, to add those beautiful bushes because it makes the entire thing more lush, and add some rocks to just prevent the guests from seeing the lower parts of it. And also I will add more walls from the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary update and add the Spinosaur lantern with flags. So we are pretending now that it is the information sign for about the skull or about the fossil findings, how does it work, where do you find the bones, etc. Just like those things. I think, yeah, now I'm adding this Spinosaurus, adding some flags. And now this part is because I wanted to spice everything up. When I just loaded the save in August, I was just thinking, yeah, that's looking nice, but still I would like to make something interesting with it because it was looking too bare. I would like to add something. Now I'm also lining it up because no one wants to guess to just come into these natural sections and destroy that because people differ, I should say. There are some people that will also be happy because you added some greenery and also just go in and destroy the entire foliage. So yeah, there are those people. And also now I'm laying down some barriers around it. It is very interesting fact because I discovered that lining something from one place to another, it's not very helpful. I just get furious about the terrain constraints that are terrible. But going back, it's not very efficient because when you come to this place, there is a very big gap. You cannot left because it's not looking nice, and also you can just improvise and not always it looks good. So just try from the one end and then go to the other end, and it should be lined perfectly. And now you can see I placed the DFW toilet. This is pretend to be the place where the keeper, the main educator, is going to get his food for the Segisaurus, the microphone, all that stuff to learn people about this beautiful dinosaur. And yeah, laying down some concrete barriers just like I said, and destroying some trees in the exhibit because I decided that now it's too large. You cannot see the Segisaurus, is very difficult to see. And yeah, I just needed a little break, just thinking about what to change, what not. Added some more dirt for some texture, and yeah, it is going to be the end of the speed build soon. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to try to make another video in a week in advance, so another Monday will be the second episode. And after adding those beautiful terrace decorations and changing some buildings, I would like to welcome you to the cinematics I just made, and I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.